I have just bought a salvage title Audi S3. I bought this car from a salvage auction website called Manheim in Australia that deal with written off vehicles. This is a repairable write-off, meaning it can be put back on the road, but there is one big problem.
Well, two. First is, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this before and I haven't even looked into what this is going to cost me. And the second thing is this bit right here. This corner of the car actually has structural damage. I'll explain why that's such a big deal to a beginner, but before that, let's take it back to what I got the car for at auction.
Tucson here, 2022 build.
Getting nervous. I was waiting over a week for this auction to come up and I had no idea what I was going to bid on this.
Out of 10?
The bidding started at $7,000. I told myself that I wasn't going to spend any more than $20,000, including all of the fees, which meant $17,500 was the maximum I could bid. The only reason I wanted to go so high is because it only had 29,000 kilometers.
785 now, 785 now, 785, another Mickey, 785, don't waste the time, don't want to miss your bid here, 785, in around at 785, 73, 78, 785, congratulations, that's yours.
785. I just bought it.
Now, even though I won this for $17,500, there was $2,600 in auction fee, which means I spent $20,200 on this. And as you can see, it actually runs and drives. It just doesn't have any coolant in it. Time to tear it down and see how much this thing is actually going to cost.
Starting off with the obvious. Both the front headlights are missing. This radiator support is bent and cracked in multiple different places. Here. The crash bar looks pretty dented in. We've got, I actually don't know if this is a oil cooler or coolant. That's hit on the side. This is the vent on the left-hand side that's missing. If you're looking at the quarter panel, this is bent down here, but I think this is salvageable. On the right-hand side, it's a little bit different. It's not so bent at the front, but there is definitely a bit of a kink. You can feel that it's rolled outwards on the inside. Aside from that, the hood is pretty twisted up. I don't want to put it down because it is scratching against the inside there, but also you can see that it's bowed out here as well. I don't think that's salvageable. We'll get a new one anyway, because I don't really think that everything's gonna line up, even if it's straightened out. The hinges, I don't know whether or not they're straight, the bonnet hinges, but I think we'll get some new ones anyway. Here is the front bumper that was in the back of the car. And as you can see, things are looking a little bit skew-if. It did arrive with the battery running, thank God. And under here, I've got both headlights. Let's take them out and have a look. Okay, so I've got some good news and some bad news. Both of the headlights were in the car, thankfully. They are both damaged, the right one probably being the worst of the two. Is, as you can see here, the actual mount where you bolt it to the car has snapped off. On the left side, again, all the electronics are there. The only significant bit on this is actually a crack in the bottom side just there, which is actually quite frustrating because I only just realized that one.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, we've just identified 9 problems with this car. Thankfully, we found the headlights, but we haven't talked about the most expensive thing.
I'm going to show you the bad damage in just a second, but first I want to tell you a little bit about the car and take you inside. So this Audi is a 2017 Audi S3 that's pretty much fully optioned with everything except for the power seats for some reason. I don't know why you pay for every option except for that, but hey. If you're gonna spend this much on a car, I don't understand why you wouldn't also opt in for the electric seats. This really bothers me, but I might have a solution. All right, so sitting in this car, it literally smells like a brand new car. The seats are in prime condition. The interior, all in all, is in quite good shape. There's still some dirt in the old plates. What's this? Guzman Y Gomez. In here, got a little Jesus card that looks severely sun damaged. Looks like the top of a cologne bottle. And in the glove box, nothing. If we turn it on, that seemed to come out really slow for some reason. I could hear that motor going, but anyway. All right, so the faults on the dash, as you can see, we've got 29,000. This car's done just shy of 30,000 Ks. We've got the panoramic sunroof, vehicle lights. Obviously, we've got no front lights connected. None of the airbags have actually gone off in this car, which is a really, really good thing.
The interior of this car is brand new. It still smells brand new. I was actually really happy to see the condition of this. And honestly, it was a saving grace. It made me feel much better about spending this much on it. Subscribe to see me take this from where it is now to a finished daily driver.
I don't have a scan tool at the moment, but I will buy one and we'll go from there. But all in all, the faults seem pretty standard. So this car has been my daily driver for the past 2 to 3 years and has 120,000 Ks on it. And this car has 30,000 Ks on it. This is my solution to the powered seats issue. This is my 2017 Audi A3 Sportline, and in this car we have powered seats.
So the plan is to try and retrofit this to the S3, and after checking the coolant to make sure, yes, in fact we don't have any, and checking the oil level in the car and what color it is, which looks pretty alright, we'll still change it. It's time to move on to the big problem.
Everything up until now looks pretty fixable, and you know, largely it is. But there is one thing that makes this car maybe not worth saving, and here it is. Right here is the crash bar. Right here is what I believe to be a chassis rail. This mark right here is a mark identifying some sort of damage. Now, I can't see any damage on this actual chassis rail. However, this was marked as structural damage in the PPSR check, which means that is a problem and really not a great one. So the chassis rail is a structural part of the car, which means that if it's bent, we need a panel beater to help either straighten it out, or if it's really bad, we actually need to drill out all of the spot welds that hold this to the frame of the car and cut it out and put a new one in, which actually is a massive job because it means engine out. I'll speak to a panel beater about it, but I am really hoping that we can just get a chain in around this bit and bend it out. First things first though, we should actually work out whether or not it is bent. So I've got a measuring tape and I'm gonna measure from corner to corner and see if there's any different measurements to see if it comes back bent or not.
This moment here, my heart's beating. The result of this is going to tell me whether or not this was actually worth it. I'm just joking. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's not bent, measuring from there to there, but that is definitely not the way to do it, and I got no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to search up some videos and then I'll do it again. We'll find out in the next video. Now, I did say this thing starts. We've got oil in it, got no coolant, so I'm not going to leave it on for too long, but here it goes.
Now, this is a car I've wanted for a very long time. Obviously, I'm a big Audi fanboy, so getting to do this is a big achievement for me.
We've got big plans for this thing. I want it to make at least 400 horsepower when it's done, and I want it to look great while doing it. Let me know what you think. Did I make a mistake? And is there anybody in the Gold Coast that can fix this chassis leg? Who should I call? Everything's pretty fixable. I'm not too worried about it.